So I just focused on only jiu-jitsu. And I got more and more kind of obsessed with it. Eventually started taking less classes in school. Started competing more. Started, picking up the pace, getting better, faster. It was just really fun. It's a really addictive thing to get better at something at that rate. You just want to keep going, keep kind of pushing the pedal, see how far you can get. There's also a lot of guys around you that are competitive, and that was fun too. When Taza just started, he was also like training way more, and we'd always come and do extra sessions. So that was motivating. You see you see guys like that, and it's just kind of drives you to train more. So it sort of picked up like that. Then once I stopped school completely, I decided I'll take a year off. I just started competing even more, training even more, and then...
Good afternoon, evening, nighttime, morning time, daytime. Welcome to the Matrix BJJ podcast. I'm your host, Paul Tokizolu, and welcome to the show. My guest today is Ethan Crelinsten. Ethan is a brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu under Firas Zahabi. He started training only 3 years ago at Firas' school, TriStar in Montreal, Canada. Recently, Ethan took his training to the next level by traveling to the Renzo Gracie headquarters to train directly under John Danaher and the rest of the Danaher Death Squad. Ethan now trains regularly with the likes of Gary Tonin, George St. Pierre, Gordon Ryan, Eddie Cummings, Nicky Ryan, all those guys, and he has developed a very high-level jiu-jitsu game in a very short period of time. Ethan was here teaching some seminars and also training at our academy in Kaiserslautern, Germany, and he was kind enough to do the podcast. I had a great time with Ethan while he was here, and I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the show. Give it up for Ethan Crelinsten. Welcome, everyone, to another episode of the Matrix podcast. I'm here with my good friend and travel buddy, Ethan Crelinsten. Ethan, how are you doing today?
I'm good. Paul, how are you?
Dude, I'm awesome. So, you've been here now for like 10 days with us, and it's been awesome. It's been really cool. You've totally revolutionized how we all see the back system and the triangle, and you just did it in 10 days. It's an amazing feat for jiu-jitsu kind.
Yeah, it's been fun. It's been a fun 10 days training with everyone here in Germany. It's a beautiful city, Kaiserslautern. Everyone should come check it out if you get the chance.
How did you like find that you liked the How did you find out that you liked the triangle and the back system?
Well,
other ways of defeating people.
Well, I've always I think my lanky frame has allowed me to just find triangles a lot easier than people with stockier shaped bodies. Firas Zahabi a while ago taught me clamp guard to triangle, and that was pretty much all I would do throughout blue belt. So that's pretty much where I started doing most of my triangle systems, triangle setups. And then the back system came more when I started training more with John's guys. We started doing more situation, preparing for EBI overtime rounds, and learning from Gordon especially really picked up my back attack game.
It's funny you said that because when Oliver was on the show, he said kind of the same thing. He said that like Gordon really influenced how he decided to attack the back. And
he definitely knows how to kill someone once he gets on their back. He's helped me a lot also. Whenever I go there, he always helps me out. All the guys, Gary, Gordon, Eddie, Nicky, they're all super helpful. Really picked up a lot from them, especially in terms of strangling people once you get to their back. Really want to emphasize that.
This might be kind of like a vague question. Well, it is a vague question, but yeah. What's something that you see a lot of people doing wrong when they try to attack the back or go for a triangle?
There's a lot of like little subtle details that maybe you can't really you'll submit guys, but you won't do it perfectly right. So you might have trouble submitting guys that are bigger, guys that are stronger, or guys that have like a little kind of quirky defense for it, like they do some weird shit and you can't handle it. So there's systems that I try and use to make sure that you can triangle anyone, no matter the size, strength. Like little details, just angles, theories to keep in mind. If you want to know, then you got to come to one of my seminars, I guess. Yeah.
You've talked a lot about like doing situational sparring and situational rolling and the importance of that. And I think we did a private, and you were talking about how you will just figure it out on your own in a way. How much of your game do you think you've like figured out on your own just by drilling and rolling and doing stuff like that?
Well, I suppose it's tough to say how much of my game is really completely on my own as to what part was influenced by my coaches or my training partners. I'd say it's all really part of your coaches and training partners, because anything you figure out is going to be a result of them defending a certain way or a result of them not defending a certain way. So really we all figure things out on our own, but it's all like, if a training partner of mine figures something out on his own, it is most likely in large part because he tried it on his other training partners or myself, and it worked in a certain way, and he therefore adjusted to that way of it working, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So anything you figure out on your own is really just, we're all figuring it out because we're working together on it.
Yeah.
So it's all a mix. It's all your coaches watching you, John and Firas watching us, and just guiding our training into certain they guide us to figure out certain details of submissions or positions.
I feel like that's the best way to learn something, is if you kind of get led to it on your own. It's just like if you're trying to convince someone to do something, you never want to like tell them. Like,
yeah, you can't give them the answer. You have to kind of point them in the right direction, and then they're going to figure it out for themselves. And that's the process. That's the learning process.
Yeah. And like you said, your opponents or your training partners acting or reacting a certain way is how you develop your game. And
exactly.
You have such high-level people that you're training with. You have high-level solutions.
High-level reactions to work with. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, man. So what have you thought about the level here in Europe so far, the level of jiu-jitsu?
It's very good, especially at Matrix Jiu-Jitsu. The guys, there's some guys there that are really good rounds. They're tough rounds. Some guys are more just absurdly strong than others. Some are very technical. You know, it's really it's great. I could train here for a very long time, and I really feel like I'll improve.
That means a lot for you to say. Yeah. That's cool. That's really cool to hear. There's a lot of really good schools in Europe. Wait till you go to Poland. They're really good.
I'll come back. My next Euro trip is going to be longer, better, more far-reaching. I'm going to travel the entire, visit as many cities as possible. Spread the good word of jiu-jitsu, like a Mormon or something.
The gospel of the triangle choke.
Exactly. I'll knock on people's doors and go, "Have you heard of the triangle choke?"
They're like, yeah, let me show you this cool escape that I just looked up on YouTube.
Exactly. And then we'll roll.
Maybe you'll learn something.
Yeah, maybe I will.
What have you thought about like Europe in general compared to Canada and the United States?
It is the architecture and just the way people go about their days here is so much. It's so different. First of all, the architecture is insanely beautiful. You have to see it for yourself if you haven't yet. And just everything's kind of more relaxed. People aren't rushing around like in Manhattan. It's just a shitstorm of just stressful nonsense.
Yeah.
Whereas here, people are just, when I got here, the weather was beautiful. So people are all outside hanging out. There's like festivals all day. People are drinking in the streets. In a good way, not in like a belligerent way. It's beautiful. I can't wait to come back. I can't wait.
Yeah, once you get home, we'll start planning for another trip.
Exactly.
For sure.
Exactly. I'm already trying to book seminars for the next time around. find gyms to train at. I'm gonna hopefully be coming with some TriStar guys, with some Henzo guys, and we'll just dojo storm Europe.
That'll be such a good time.
It'll be fun, man.
You guys will have, I think, a very successful seminar tour.
I hope, man. I hope.
I mean, even now, people in Europe listening to this are probably excited to hear.
Scheduling their next seminars with us.
So if you're listening and you're in Europe, just write on your calendar an imaginary date and time when this will happen. I'm really glad that you like it over here. I like it over here a lot. I love the culture. I love the people. I love, like you said, how relaxed everything is. And people just kind of have a different philosophy when it comes to work and rest and relaxation. And they really, I think, know what they're doing when it comes to those things.
Mm. This place is beautiful. It's really beautiful.
What did you think of Heidelberg when you were there?
Heidelberg is the most beautiful city I've ever been to in my life. We visited this castle, then went down into the city, had dinner. The city is just too beautiful. You have to experience it for yourself. I'm hopefully gonna end up there again next year and just spend like a week or something exploring the city.
Yeah, there's a really good gym in Heidelberg too.
Really?
The Team Choco guys. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So Vinny Carlucci is the coach. He's a friend of ours. And you actually met one of their guys, the guy Jeff, black belt at the Clark Gracie seminar we went to.
The big guy.
Yeah, big dude.
He's from Heidelberg.
Yeah, he's from their team.
Wow, cool.
Yeah,
I'll definitely go train there next time.
Yeah, so we'll definitely be able to set up a seminar for sure.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah,
that would be sweet, man.
Great.
Wow.
We should just plan out your whole trip, and then the people on the podcast can listen.
Seriously, exactly. Yeah, they'll just know where to find me. Yeah.
But dude, they're really good. So
they're
awesome. A really great team.
Awesome. I'd definitely go there.
Yeah, I always get crushed whenever I roll with one of the higher level guys. Like Jeff just crushed me the other day when we rolled. Jeff, if you're listening to this by any chance, great roll.
Awesome, man. I look forward to rolling with you one day, Jeff.
Dude, there's so many cities here just in like an hour distance that are absolutely gorgeous. Like I remember the first time I went to Trier especially was kind of what you described. Trier, for people who haven't heard, it's a very old German city. It's one of the first cities in Germany, and it has lots of Roman ruins because it used to be
nice.
It used to be a Roman city.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and they have an old Roman gate, where a place where atrium. That's what.
Right. Yeah.
Atrium where gladiators used to fight. And
holy
like
shit.
That.
We have to hold a jiu-jitsu tournament there.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome. So the first time I went there, I was exactly like what you described. It was like, this is amazing. This is incredible. Yeah. This, the most beautiful place I've ever been to.
And it's like, if a place would be 2 hours away by car in the States, it's like 30 minutes away here because people drive at like 200 miles per hour.
Yes, they think it's exactly.
Yeah.
And also,
which is normal.
Yes.
We're going down at like 140 and guys are zipping by us going like 210. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's quite the experience to drive on the Autobahn.
The Autobahn, yeah.
And
it's great.
Yeah, I love. They think we're crazy in North America for driving so much. They walk a lot. They take the train or the bus. They don't drive very often.
The next time I come here, I'm either buying a bike or renting a bike or finding some sort of way to get my hands on a bike because I need to explore the city, not by car, but on foot takes too long. So gotta find a medium in between.
Yes, exactly. So what got you started training jiu-jitsu? Because I remember you saying originally that like you didn't do too many sports growing up. Is that correct?
Yes.
And you've gotten to a pretty high level in just 3 years of training. What's the secret?
So I started doing MMA at TriStar. I was like juggling training like, I don't know, 2-3 times a day and going to classes in Montreal. And then I tried jiu-jitsu once, got my ass kicked, and then just took a month over the summer of training only jiu-jitsu, and then there was a competition at the end of that month, and I competed, I did well, and I just decided to stick with it. I decided to just keep doing only jiu-jitsu, which it gave me more time because since I wasn't doing kickboxing or wrestling, so I just focused on only jiu-jitsu. And I got more and more kind of obsessed with it. Eventually started taking less classes in school, started competing more, started, picking up the pace, getting better, faster. It was just really fun. It's a really addictive thing to get better at something at that rate. You just want to keep going, keep kind of pushing the pedal, see how far you can get. There's also a lot of guys around you that are competitive, and that was fun too. When Taza just started, he was also like training way more, and we'd always come and do extra sessions. So that was motivating. You see you see guys like that, and it's just kind of drives you to train more. So it sort of picked up like that. Then once I stopped school completely, I decided I'll take a year off. I just started competing even more, training even more, and then pretty much here we are. Yeah.
How often were you training when you first started? Were you just doing like a couple times a week, or did you start
when I first got to TriStar? I was doing every single class I could possibly do. I was doing the boxing class, the kickboxing class, the wrestling class. I just didn't really do the jiu-jitsu class that much. I would probably do jiu-jitsu about 3 times a week, maybe 4, depending on how many classes there were.
But you were pretty much all in, like right from the start.
Right from the start, yeah. I was just trying to get really good because it was fun. It was cool, you tell your friends you're fighting, and that just sounds cool, So yeah, and then you just start to really get engaged with it. You just start to understand that it's like a sport. It's fun. You get better at it the more you train, and it's just a great way of combining like a mental workout with a physical workout, I guess. It's very cliche, but it's true. Yeah.
You could almost say that it's like chess on the mat.
It's human chess, exactly.
Yeah. Wow, that was a great metaphor we just came up with.
Yeah, we should patent that.
Yeah.
Put it on a t-shirt or something.
Maybe make a DVD and call it Chess on the Mat or something like that. I don't think that's been done yet.
No, definitely not.
But that's really cool. And it's interesting because TriStar has such a high level of MMA, but you still chose jiu-jitsu. Yeah,
I was like, I don't know. I just wanted to get really good at jiu-jitsu for like a month, and then it just took over. I just liked it more than anything else, and that was that. Yeah, it's also great not being punched in the face.
Yeah,
I don't know how my friends at TriStar do it, but it's good.
That's kind of how I feel too.
Yeah.
I really would like to try MMA sometime.
Come to TriStar, man. These guys are good.
Yeah, I don't think I'd ever like to have an MMA fight though.
No,
if that makes sense.
That makes sense,
I could do practice, but I don't think I would do an MMA fight. A bunch of people listening to this right now are like, pussy.
Yeah. No, you could train and not fight. It's still good.
Yeah, for sure. And what was it like when you first started competing? Like how
terrifying.
How soon was it into your jiu-jitsu journey? Was it like the first 6 months or so? Or?
No, I think the first maybe 2 months of really starting. Yeah, probably 2.5 months after really starting jiu-jitsu, I did my first competition.
Wow.
Yeah,
that must have been pretty scary.
It was terrifying. Yeah, it's like the first competition is like starts off as the shittiest feeling ever, and then if you do well, it's the best feeling ever, and you just either keep going or
keep going.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's addicting.
How did you? How many tournaments did it take you to like shake the competition jitters? I mean, I imagine
I still have them. They're never. I don't know if I'll ever shake them, and they're not necessarily bad. When you're nervous, I don't know how true this is. Yeah, I'm not a fucking scientist, but if you're nervous, you usually, in my opinion, you might compete better. You could compete worse, but it's good to be a little nervous. It just means you care.
Yeah.
I still get really nervous. For me, in my opinion, I feel like if I'm a little bit nervous, it just means I'm serious about it. I'm ready for whatever the guy is gonna throw at me, I guess. You're just nervous. You're ready for it.
Mm.
Yeah.
You're kind of engaged.
Yeah, you're focused.
You're present.
Yeah.
Ethan, I know we got to get you to the train station.
Yes.
Before we wrap this up, is there anything you'd like to say or anything you'd like to promote?
I want to thank all my training partners at TriStar and at Henzo's. You guys have given me the skills to travel Europe and, experience everything I've experienced over the past 2 weeks. Hopefully I'll win these competitions coming up, make all of you guys proud. And yeah, see what the future holds.
I think that a lot of pride is in the future.
I hope so.
Ethan, thank you so much for coming on the show and for coming to Europe. You're the man.
Happy to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Thanks again to Ethan for coming on the show and for training with us in Kaiserslautern. It was a lot of fun, man. If you only ever listen to the podcast, you might not know that we also have a YouTube channel. Go to youtube.com/c-matrix show your roll, and you'll see lots of videos there. We have narrated rules, technique videos, video blogs, videos of sparring, all sorts of stuff. We regularly post new videos, so go hit that subscribe button. If you want even more Matrix, go to matrix.com and sign up for the newsletter. That's a great way to stay current on everything that we're doing and all of the new content that we're constantly pushing out. As always, if you guys enjoy the show, go to iTunes or Stitcher and give us a 5-star rating and a review. It's a really great way to support us and help us find and reach more people. Right now, you guys are listening to Vinny Russo. Vinny does a lot of the beats for the podcast, and if you like his music, go to matrix.com and you'll find a link to his SoundCloud page where you can find all the rest of his songs. We're also always very thankful to Waves Overhead for letting us use their song to make amends as the outro and intro for the Matrix podcast. You heard a little bit of their song at the beginning of the show, but I'm going to play the rest of the song for you in just a minute. If you guys enjoy the music, go to wavesoverhead.bandcamp.com and you can download their full CD, and you can also give them some money if you feel led to by the spirits of music and love. Thanks for listening to the show, and please enjoy Waves Overhead.